All right. I think I got all the kinks worked out. How's it going, everybody? How's it going? Big game today. I can tell you that much. If you're wondering, it's Toronto Argonauts versus Ottawa REDBLACKS. They are in the nation's capital. Oh, there is one thing I forgot to do. Forgot to check the weather. But that's okay. I think just give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna do this here really quick. So. Okay. All right. So. Ottawa. Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't look very promising, does it? Looks like it's a little moist out in Ottawa, and there's special weather statement. What's this all about? Oh, rain heavy. Okay, so rain heavy at times, ending this afternoon. Okay, so yeah, looks like it's gonna be a sloppy one out in the nation's capital today. That's yeah. Well, what can I say? I mean, bad weather games happen. This is the first one they've had in a while. And if any of you remember 2017, the Argos tend to do good in bad weather games. Hashtag Danny Webb. That being said, I think there's going to be a couple. I think there's a couple of little extra things that might happen in this game. I don't expect to see a lot of passing anymore. But as we take a look here, let's go and have a look at the depth charts. Okay, so here's the Argos depth chart. As you can see, the John Cena of our John Cena of the CFL right now, the most hated man, but yet in some cases the most beloved. Chad Kelly starts. Cameron Dukes, QB2. Nick Arbuckle, QB3. Kadeem Carey will start as our running back with Deonta McMahon, Dan Adeboboye. The Cerberus backs right there. Taking a look at the receivers, you got DeMonte Coxey, Makai Polk, Richie Sindami, and Kevin Mittal. Tommy Neal making his return for today's game, and then you got David Unger and Janarian Grant. As you can see, they are missing a certain Tavares Daniels, so he's not in the lineup for this game. As you can see, and then taking a look, our offensive line is pretty much remains relatively the same. You got Dylan Giffen is there. Okay, yeah, because Ryan Hunter's out, Brandon Calver's out, so as you can see, no fullback for today's game. Robert Priester is out, Robert Priester was out, but I heard that he's actually, according to Ben Grant, apparently he's in for today's game. So, but we'll get into the defense. Actually, you know what? While we're at it, let's get into the defense right now. Defensive line is pretty much the same. No Woody Barron this week. But you got Flo Remolade with Parrish there, Jake Seresna, Ralph Hawley with Williams, and then Robbie Smith with Tyson Hergott. As you can see, our linebacking core still looking a little worse for wear. We are still missing Winton McManus. He's still nursing that groin injury. But we have Fraser Sopik, new guy, Dark Angelo, going to start, and then Quincy Moget starting as well. And then you take a look at our secondary, which has got to get better considering we're coming into the stretch drive now. Got Tavares McMadden with Kerfala Exume. Deshaun Amos, who is a game time decision. I've been hearing things that he is in, but we'll have to wait and see. With Tyshawn Blackburn there, got Royce Metier with Tunde Adeleke in the safety spot, and then on the boundary you got Benji Franklin and Mark Milton, and then of course your kickers, Liram Hiralahu is your kicker, and John Haggerty, your punter. That's Toronto. Taking a look at Ottawa here. Is it just me, or does it look a bit more full than our lineup? Is it just me? Yeah, maybe it's just the way they have it. Maybe it's just their formatting. But as you can see, Drew Brown starts. Jeremiah Mazzoli, Dustin Crum are your two backups there. You got oh, look at that! Here's a name you haven't seen in a while. Jamal Morrow is making his way back making his way back in. He was signed just, I think, this week, and Armstead got released. So to me, they obviously saw that this could be a massive upgrade, and well, it is. That's the running backs and fullbacks. You got Gosselin and Dubois there. Your wide receiver core. You got Dominique Rhymes, Hardy, Stove, Miller, and then the Martiner and I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce that because I don't want to butcher the last name. But I'm looking here. No Jalon Acklin, which is thank you. No offense, but thank you. He's been an Argo killer the last. Well, whenever he plays against us, he always ends up getting over 100 yards. So, no, none of him, and no Braylon Addison either. So, to me, it looks like they might be trying to target this side of the field. But then again, you never know. These guys might step up. There's your line, Eric Starskala at center. There's someone who's former Argonaut, Darius Bladek, also another former Argonaut. Going to the defense, Cleon Lang. He's still kicking, and he's a former Argonaut too. You got Lauren Malden, Tayala, and Onyeka. They've got stout backups there. Darius Pickett is in your Sam spot. Griffin and Taylor, your starters for the Will and the Mike. And then out in the secondary, you got McGee, Lamont Williams, Adai, Cranston Howell, Webb, and Dandridge. Now, Dandridge will also be playing returner for this game. And then your kickers, of course, Richie Leone, your punter, and Lewis Ward, the kicker. And we all know Mr. 69 in a row. So that's the starting lineups for this game. Now, the Argos put something up just a couple hours ago. I don't know if you caught it. I don't know if you caught it. I don't think a lot of people did. It's they put up Keys in 60 with Hoagie. So it's our boy Mike Hogan. And just give me 1 second here. I'm going to unmute the desk. I'm going to unmute the audio here. Hopefully you guys hear it, and we'll just go through and play it for you if you haven't seen it.
Hi, I'm Mike Hogan with your Keys in 60. First key for the game in Ottawa is to establish a running game. Maybe even more important because it's supposed to rain in the capital throughout the game. Luckily, the Argos are really good at running the football. They lead the league in rushing and average yards per game. They've also got Kadeem Carey, who's a great downhill runner, goes hard between the tackles and has great balance. He should not be affected all that much by poor weather conditions. Second key is to get off to a better start. We've seen the last couple of games. Down by double digits against Saskatchewan, they came back and won. Just don't get that far behind early. It makes life a whole lot more easy. And then the other one is find a way to win on the road. They're 1-4 in games away from BMO Field this year, yet they've outscored their opponent, winning by 19, losing 4 games by a total of 17. Those are your keys in a minute. I'm Mike Hogan.
There's your keys to the game. What can I say? What he said is exactly what I was saying. They can't do what they did on Monday against Hamilton. They cannot get themselves into a deep hole. They cannot give up big plays early. And quite frankly, they just need to do better. They need to be a lot better considering, like I said, we're coming into the stretch drive and the schedule doesn't get any easier. Because we're on the road to Ottawa, obviously in about 15 minutes. We're headed off to BC next week. Then we got Hamilton the week after. We still have road games. Then we still have Montreal, I think, coming back to town. I think Montreal's coming back to town. Don't remember the schedule exactly, but I know we still have Ottawa to play again. and we still have. And I think the final game. I know the final game of the season is against the Elks. So basically, I was looking at the schedule and I'm thinking to myself, this if stuff goes pear shaped, this does not look very well. This does not look like a good schedule for the Argonauts. Let's face it. Um, I just hope that fingers crossed that we stay healthy and we can actually get through this big stretch. Now, from what if so now, I don't know if you've seen it, but the Argos will be going. Argos are going all white today, and I know there was something somewhere about white after Labor Day, but since they've gone white, I've gone white as well. The old gun with the often maligned um, uh, that wacky CFL third jersey stuff. They were very hit and miss. I think the Argos was very much a miss, but the only reason why I got this is because they didn't at Rogers Center they didn't put the right price on, so I was able to get it for cheaper than what was listed, and I'm like, yep, we're gonna go for it. So we got 15 minutes to go before kickoff. 15 minutes. Anyone else feeling a little nervous? I know I am. I know I'm feeling a little nervous. But yeah, as you can see, we're still going to go with this here. So basically, the plays are going to pop up down. You know how this works. Plays are going to pop up down here. I've got another screen actually showing the game, so it might be a little bit behind compared to what you see there. So, but I'm actually watching on my second screen. So if something pops up there, and then it'll probably be on my screen within the next little bit. So, yeah. So it's gonna be a little moist shout out to everyone who made the trip out to the nation's capital today. I know my buddy. I know the Ginger Argo's out there. I know Delise is out there. Steve's out there. Eric is out there. Quite a few other people made the trip out today. I know I'm sorry I couldn't, guys. I know I would have loved to go. I love going to Ottawa. It's actually pretty. It's a very good place to go watch a game. Especially if you sit in the south side because north side sucks. I've declared for the south side. Ottawa, like I said, Ottawa's a very good place to watch a game. If you're going there and you've never been, like it's actually like they're actually pretty nice to Argo fans when they come. So it's not like going to Hamilton where you get death threats uttered at you and shit thrown at you. But I know people say Hamilton's changed. It hasn't. If anything, it's at least they don't bludgeon you anymore. They just go off and just be very, very mean. But I'm not gonna go into that. Other places to watch a good game. Oh yeah, Saskatchewan is amazing to go watch a game. If you've never been, find a way to go. Like Mosaic Stadium is fantastic. McMahon Stadium does have its charm as well, even though it is a much older stadium. And trust me, you go there, you'll see it. You will tell that it's like, ooh, this place has seen better days, and it's true. So, but I mean, there's a certain charm about it. It's like walking into an old hockey arena, like a hockey arena that's been around since like 1927 or whatever, like going into a really iconic building. It's like it doesn't have anything modern in it. The sight lines may suck, but it's got a charm. It feels like it's got a soul, But yeah. So, I will be going to Grey Cup this year. going to Grey Cup this year, so I think I'm going. I think the flight. No, I've got my room all set up. Got somebody else arranging the flight for me. That's gonna be fun. It always is whenever I go to Grey Cup. I know. Jeez, this will be what? This will be my eighth. I think it's my eighth Grey Cup that I'll be attending this coming season. I know. People are gonna say, "Oh, you're oh, that's nothing. I've been to like the last 40 in a row." Well, good for you. I mean, I go to the local ones, and I go to the ones that. But I'm gonna start making it a point to go to every one now. So I just wonder who's gonna get it in 26 because apparently Toronto hasn't put in for it, which to me is a little. I'm asking why. I'm asking why right now because, well, let's put it this way: you're going to have all the infrastructure up for the World Cup. Why aren't you going for it? The World Cup, you're going to fit like 40,000 people into BMO to watch like Ivory Coast and Albania go at it, or whatever. So you're going to have everything in place. Why not just you can go for the Grey Cup at the same time? To me, it makes sense, but I have a feeling that there might be some. I heard Edmonton's in the running. I heard Calgary's in the running, but I don't think Calgary's going to get it. If it came down to Calgary and Edmonton, I think Edmonton's going to get it every day of the week, and twice on Sunday. And that's just because Commonwealth is a much. Well, obviously it's a big facility. It's a better facility to me. I'd love that's one thing. It's like I just by looking at it, I can tell it's a nicer facility. Brandon, does the current city government even have interest in the CFL? I don't think they have any interest in sport, period. If I'm being honest, because there's just so many other wrong things that are going on in the city of Toronto right now. I mean, the traffic being the number one. Because let's face it. Brandon, I know you live in the city. It's like, come on, dude. Like you know how bad it is. You know how bad the TTC can be abysmal at times. Go is getting better, but they've still got a long way to go. Like, see, that's one thing that kind of grinds. I'm going to go off into a tangent here. That's one thing that kind of grinds my gears. We take so long to build up infrastructure, so long to do it, and by the time we build it, it's out of date. I mean, you take a look other places have high speed rail all over the place. Meanwhile, we're still using steam engines. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Tory deputies and mayor now. Well, I don't know. I honestly don't know. So I honestly don't know. Somehow I don't think they have, like I said, I don't think they have interest in sport right now because, like I said, there's about a dozen other things wrong in the city right now that need to get fixed before the city even considers going in, before the city even goes into it. So, oh well. Anyway, we got 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes before kickoff. It's going to be time for me to go get my beverage soon enough. Oh, now 7 minutes. 7 minutes to kick off. I know. It'll be like, yay! But, all right. So, as a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to go get my beverage. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, I am back. Back with my bro. Gotta turn that down. I got my beverage all set to go. We're 5 minutes from kickoff now. And yeah. So, what am I drinking today? Well, same as last time. Madrid Excepcional. It's actually a very nice beer. I like it. But didn't get a chance to go out on a beer run today. I don't have a lot of time. Okay. We're getting close. Actually, let's just yeah. As you can see, iron the kinks out from last time. Actually got the chat window up here now, so I don't have to go in between all the time. So yeah, we are, as kickoff is fast approaching. So, by the way, if you haven't gotten these yet, I think I think people at the tailgate still have a big pile of these out there. So next Argo game, it's on the 20th of September against Hamilton. If you haven't got one of these yet, come to the tailgate. And then I'm pretty sure we can get you one. TV feed. I've got this. Got my trusty phone here with a stand on it, so it's going to be TV. So, yeah, just to let you know, I'm not going to go full audio on it because I don't want TSN to shut the stream down. So, like I'm going to give myself some sound, like you might catch it here or there, but for the most part, like I said, I'm trying not to. Don't want to take anything away from anybody, so. Yeah, 2 minutes away. I wonder how my co-host is right now. I wonder how Will's doing. Because I heard he's out in Ottawa too. And he doesn't necessarily like the cold. And I mean, if it's only, once again, it's only 14 degrees right now with a little bit of rain. He's not going to be happy. He is not going to be a happy camper, I can tell you that much. Oh boy. Always make fun of him, you know. So we should be getting something very, very shortly here. Oh yeah, so yeah, it's triple header today. You got the Banjo Bowl coming up at 3 o'clock, and then you've got the second Battle of Alberta out in Edmonton. If you ask me, I mean, the fact with the Banjo Bowl, well, perhaps with the Banjo Bowl, I think Winnipeg might actually take that one. And then out in Alberta, with Jake Mayer not starting, which is a shock. But I just have a feeling Calgary's going to pull out the win there as well, just because they always have next man up out there. Hopefully he brought a jacket and a sweater. I hope so too. I have a feeling. He'll look like Bernie Sanders at the inauguration. You know, all bundled up. All right. All right. How much? All right. It's 1 o'clock now. Hurry up, guys. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, it does not look pretty out there right now. It does not look good. Bring on the ponchos. I wonder if there. See, there's always. See, now here's something that I have an honest question about. Here's something I have an honest question about. The mascot costumes. On a day such as today, where it is pissing down rain, how do you dry them out? Like, I don't like. Do you like? Is it like? Because you don't want them to shrink, obviously, right? So I would think you would have to air dry it. But I mean, if you've got a game like 5 days later, right? You might have to throw it. You might have to throw it in the dryer, and hopefully you don't risk shrinkage. Alrighty. I don't know. I get these random thoughts in my head. Oh, okay. Hey, this is going to be a big test for the boys today. I can tell you that much. Ottawa proved me wrong. I can tell you that much. I didn't think they were going to be second at this point in the season. I thought they were going to be where Hamilton is, dead last. Oh God. Can you imagine if you're on the CFL panel and you got to sit next to Jim Barker for 9 hours? Oof. Cringe. Oh, Henoch looking really sharp. I should just turn it down when Jim Barker comes on. Just mute. Wonder who we got today when it comes to the broadcast crew. I also heard Montreal lost last night. I haven't seen anything with regards to that yet, so. Slobber knocker. Yeah, right. This might be who knows? This might be a bit of a pure sixer. Run the damn ball. By the way, shout out to Clint and the Southsiders out in Ottawa. You guys are good. You guys are good people. I actually went with some Def Leppard for the video package. I thought they were gonna do what they always do and go country. I actually saw a joke out there saying that if you were if you air drummed a Def Leppard using both arms, you're an asshole. I don't know. I thought that was funny. Hopefully your fantasy teams are doing well. Hope mine isn't. Well, mine isn't. Haven't had a good week in a little bit. I had my one really bad week. But it makes me wonder how many in the Argo fan, how many of our boys, how many of our fans went out to Ottawa today. I wonder how many of them saw the forecast and said, "Shit, let's go buy a blue garbage bag or something." Then again, you can go to Dollarama. Ponchos are cheap enough. Just raid them. As they go through the anthem and the coin toss right now, and we're in commercial. One thing I have to admit, that I don't know. Some people say I watch the CFL Plus feed sometimes, and I don't know. I like the on-hold music from last year better. It's just me. Don't ask how I get it. I just watch it sometimes. Oh, Marshall.
CFL triple header. It's the Ottawa REDBLACKS back in action in a place they have not been beaten so far this year, and looking forward to playing against the Toronto Argonauts after the longest road trip they've had in franchise history, all the way out to Victoria, BC, and they are right back here.
Oh, we got the A crew, Marshall and Dwayne Ford. Nice.
Throughout the afternoon to get you set in a triple header. As Darius Pickett, it's rivalry week, it seems like, across the CFL, but also revenge week after what William Stanback did. Well, Darius Pickett, you're up.
Yeah, don't remind us. Why did he leave? We still could have used him. He's got to get better. Chad Kelly has got to get better. I mean, okay, first 2 weeks you can attribute that to rust. Is that Ginger back there? Is that Ginger back there? I think that might be Ginger right behind the bench there. Anyway, it looks like they're just about ready to kick this bad boy off. So, those of you who listen to the Fancast know we have a very specific part of the intro where we say crack open those cold ones. Guess what? Crack them open, folks. Here we go. Kickoff is just about to happen. Argos! Argo's going to receive first off. And here we go. Argos take it from like the 16. Running up. Janarian Grant. This about looks like the 35, 36. Something like that. As the Argos take the field. You get offside on a kickoff. What? What? How the hell do you go off? Ottawa offside on a kickoff. Okay. Sure. So now they got to re-kick this. How the hell do you go offside on a kickoff? I just don't. I mean, you have all the time in the world to get set. This isn't rocket science here, guys. All right, so Richie Leone going back again, and ready? Take two. Unfortunately, I can't crack this beer open again, so Argos. Takes it from the 21 this time is Janarian. Going up, finds a little bit of a seam, and good field position. Good field position to start for the Argos. Don't remind us about that game. I don't want to. Like I said, for those of you just tuning in, the stream on the main screen might be different from what I get. Chad back to pass, throws it away. So, yeah, like I said, what you might see on that screen is going to be different from what I see on mine. So, that might actually be a little earlier than what I see here. So. That's fine. Like I said, I react to this, not to that. So, all right, so 2nd down and 10. Chad back to pass. Throws it over, finds a... Well, did he get the first? Finds Coxie. Did he get it? Curl. I got it curled in. Now he's 1 yard short. 1 yard short, so 3rd and 1. And from the Ottawa 53, and it looks like they're saying, okay, yeah, so they're sending out the punt unit. Ozzy! Oi, oi, oi! Whoa! Close again, so good punt, though, and even better coverage. Excellent coverage there as Ottawa comes out to take the field for their first drive. So, Argo first drive didn't really go anywhere, but I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, this is where I should go get my belt, but then I'd piss off my neighbors. All right, 1st and 10, Ottawa from their own 19-yard line. Field motion, Drew Brown back to pass. Looking, finds a guy up the middle, about 4 yards. 3-4 yard gain. Oh, Darius Bladek, I miss you. Still remember when we talked to Pidogi on the Fancast. 2nd down and 5. Single back. Drew Brown back to pass. Throws it over. Finds a wide open receiver. He slips in the turf. Gets to midfield. Easy 1st down there for Ottawa as he finds Hardy. The plight of our secondary continues. Somebody cue the Days of Our Lives theme. I mean, I could, but I don't want to. First and 10, Ottawa 50 now. Going to the run. Looks like about 2, maybe 3 yards on that run. Isaac Darkangelo. What a name. 2nd down. 2nd down and what looks like 8. Drew Brown throws it. Incomplete pass as it just bobbles out. Okay, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to bring this a little closer. I really don't want to put my glasses on for this. So it looks like it's going to be a third down here. Let's see. Once again, he was wide open. He's lucky. Argos are lucky there because he was wide open on that. Can't be doing that. So 3rd and 8, Ottawa to punt. Punt goes off. Janarian Grant looks, doesn't go anywhere this time. Down up probably around the 23, 24 yard line, something like that. So Chad got a big field to worry about as we head to a commercial break. And we head into you can't hear that. Turn that down just a wee bit. There we go. So a little bit of a plodding start. 2 and outs both ways. Well, well, second one wasn't exactly a 2 and out, but because they got at least 1 first down. So Ottawa leads first downs 1-0. Still no score. as we're now in TV timeout, as we wait for the dude in red to move his fat ass and tell him, okay, we're good to go, and get the hell off the field. I know some people were complaining about the amount of stoppages in CFL games. And no offense, but I still remember the one NFL game I went to. It was Bills and Dolphins in Buffalo. And I remembered it was a commercial after every down. Like legit. Like 20-second commercial after every single down. So you can say what you want about too many stoppages. Well then, you got to pay the bills somehow. Like what do you expect? All right, we're back now. Jack Kelly back there. Back to pass. Picked off. And that's a pick 6. Well, that's didn't I say don't give up anything? I think I said this in the Upon Sober Review video. Don't do what you did last week. Don't do what you did on Monday. And that's what he did. Might need something harder before the end of the game. Extra point is good. Early in the first. REDBLACKS 7, Argos nothing. Well, I think the pass might, that was borderline too high. I mean, come on, guys. All right. Well, what can I say? There's not much I can say right now. I'm speechless. Because it's obvious that whatever the hell happened still going on. He's still got. Obviously, that's still, to me, that's still rust. But I mean, could the East Final still be playing in his head? Somehow, I don't think so. Did they break? Did they break our boy? What the hell? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that, as one of my friends says, this is a situation that's got to get unfucked in a hurry. Okay, so I'm looking at a replay here. Blockers. Yeah, that was pathetic blocking. That was they just let him right in. Anyway, let's go again. Oh, this time a little squibber. Janarian Grant gets it up. He's got a bit of a seam hole to the 50 inside the. Oh, good return there for Janarian Grant to the Ottawa 53-yard line. So great field position now to start this drive. Let's hope it doesn't end like the last one. Chad, hurry up. Show the. Let's see the Chad. Let's see the Chad of old here. When I mean the Chad of old, I mean the Chad of last season prior to the East Final. All right, 1st and 10. Back to pass. Picked off again. What the actual fuck is that? He threw it right to him that time. Bench him for a series. There, I said it. Bench him for a series. Maybe 2. So, quick out for Ottawa here, and he gets about 8 or 9 yards. Coming up to 2nd down here for Ottawa. That was, oh man, that was brutal. That pick was absolutely brutal. 2nd down and 1. Second down and 1. Give it to the running back. 1st down, Ottawa. Now very much in field goal territory. I might be getting the harder stuff out. Okay, 1st down. Here we go. 1st down for Ottawa. Low snap. Run pass option. Gets it out to the 30-yard line-ish. I mean, some of the defensive stuff now is actually borderline forgivable. Because throwing 2 consecutive picks, that isn't. 2nd down and 4. Back to pass. Throws it. He didn't get it. 3rd down and 4, so kicker's going to come out here, I think. Looking for, what was it? Was it Hardy or Rhymes? He was looking for Hardy again. Good swat there. It's a good swat. So, Lewis Ward, Mr. 60 nice in a row. 37-yard attempt. Ah, this. Come on. We all know he's going to put this straight through. We all know it. Kick is up. It's good. 10-0 lead for Ottawa early on. We're not even halfway through the quarter yet. Oh, boy. Don't tell me it's going to be another one of these games. Don't tell me it's going to be another one of these friggin' games. Been too many of them in my life. If on this drive he coughs up a pick, I'm benching his ass until he gets his friggin' head together. I'm dead serious. I know that's the way I normally operate when it comes to Madden. You throw 3 picks in a row, you're bring in the second stringer for a little bit. How's everybody doing despite this bullshit? Hope you're having a good day, because I know I'm... yeah. I mean, I might have to get more beer soon enough the way I've been taking this down. Jesus. Oh, really? Do we really have to see this again? It's still so fresh in my mind. Don't show me the replays, because he's been, like, oh... Coach has got to be fuming right now. All right. Here we go. Kick off again. Squibber that gets away from Janarian Grant to one of the bigger guys. And well, I mean, if you wanted to keep the ball away from Janarian Grant, that's a good idea, just to squib it, right? All right. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Argos. Don't throw a fucking pick. Back to pass. Or not the back to pass. Oh, whoa, a big run here. Big run here for Kadeem Carey. Saturday night, and I like the way you move. Kadeem Carey. Yeah, I bid on that. I thought he was back to pass. Massive run. That is something that was needed. 1st down and immediately in Ottawa territory. Another run coming. Gains about 3, maybe 4 yards on that. Yeah, I'm totally expecting them now to run the ball now, with considering the 2 straight picks. Yeah, I'm totally expecting now them to go a little... I'm totally expecting the Argos to go a little run heavy for a while. All right, 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 from the Ottawa 33. Oh, was in trouble, gets out, and no. Doesn't get much on the 2nd down. It'll be 3rd and more than likely a Liram Hairolahu field goal attempt. Ottawa brought the house here. Oh, he actually bobbled it. Okay, he's lucky there. But something ain't right with that boy. Something ain't right with him. Leroy 3rd and 3. Oh, come on. This is a chip shot for him. Kick is up, and it's good. Argos cut the lead to 7. There's still 6:28 to go. Okay. That was better. Not that much better, but it's still better. Anyone ever see the movie? I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen the movie Major League. Right now, I feel like Bob Uecker. The only difference is I don't have a bottle of Jack nearby. Way this game's going, though, I wish I did. Let's be honest. Oh, another thing. Games on CTV start this weekend. They're actually going to be showing the Banjo Bowl on CTV. It's going to be the game of the week, 3 o'clock. To me, that's... Like, I know some people are mad that it's not on TSN. That, oh, it's only on CTV. Well, guess what? It's going to be on CTV nationwide. It is literally going to be in every home in the country. What's wrong with that? There's a man who's received a lot of grief. Oh, look, it's Carmen Sandiego. Oh, sorry, that's Claire Hanna. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Well, apparently she's in Ottawa. She's on the south side in Ottawa. All right, so Ottawa's going to take the ball here from the 40, I would presume. There's Jamal Morrow, dressed on the bench. Here we go. Oh. Off from the Ottawa 40, 1st and 10. Back to pass is Drew Brown. He's going to lob it deep, and it's almost picked off by the Argos. 20 push-ups for you, son. You should have had that. Is that Mark Milton? Yeah, it was Mark Milton there, I think. I mean, yeah, 20 push-ups for that, son. You should have had that. 2nd down and 10. Argos with a 4-man front. Field in motion. Back to pass. Drew Brown again looking. Finds a receiver. Did he get him? Yeah, they did. Yeah, he found him. But it's going to be 3rd down. So probably the punt unit's going to... Richie Leone and the punt unit going to come out here. There you go. So good defensive stop there. Nice 2 and out. Our boy Janarian Grant is back there. There goes the punt. And Janarian Grant picks it up from the 15 and doesn't go anywhere. Ouch. Sometimes that happens. But big field now once again. A big field for Chad Kelly to work with. Or should I say Kadeem Carey to work with, because I think they're still going to run it. I think they're probably going to still do run heavy. At least they bloody well better. Oof. Excuse me. 1st down. Finds Coxie. Gets out of bounds after 7 yards, so it'll be a 2nd and 3. Sometimes the dink and dunk does work. I'll be honest. You don't necessarily need to hit a home run on every play. Still, like I said, I'm very impressed with the turnaround Ottawa has had. Because, like I said, I did not expect a lot of things out of the Red Blacks this year. I know I picked them fourth, and now they're currently sitting second. Second down, back to pass. Chad Kelly gets swatted down, and that's a 2 and out for the Argos. I think somebody got a piece of that as he was trying to throw it. So, third down, Argos. It'll be, and that's going to be Aussie. Oi. Hags is going to go back to punt. Did Onyeka? Looks like, honestly, I think Onyeka may have got a fingertip on that, because that ball fell way too short. Haggerty back to punt, and all right, half decent one, gets it at the 40. Nice tackle there to drop him at the 40. Drop him at like the 47. Nice tackle. 47, 48 yard line, something like that. I think I see Erica on TV. Hi, Erica. I know you ain't watching this. You're actually watching it live. I wish I was there today. But when you work afternoons and you get off late, you really don't want to spend 5 hours driving to Ottawa for a 1 o'clock start. Run pass option, first down, gets to the 52 or 53. Dominique Grimes. Second down upcoming. Well, 2nd and 5. All right, here we go. 2nd down and 5 from their own 53. Field waggles. Snap. Back to pass. Drew Brown throws it. Finds a man for the first down. Finds Hardy again. And they get into Argo territory with that throw. Yeah, like I said, got caught in between zones. Got caught in between zones there. It's going to happen. All right, first and 10 from the Toronto 48. Dual backs. Drew Brown back to pass. Going mass protection here. He's launching it, and it is incomplete. Benji Franklin again. Okay. I know we've shat a lot. I know the Argos fancast and myself have shat on Benji Franklin a lot over the course of the season, especially early parts. But he has, and sometimes he does get burnt, but I mean, he just held off Dominique Grimes there. He's getting better, guys. 2nd and 10. Single back, field waggles. Looks like they called a time. Looks like Ottawa's calling a timeout here. Yeah, they didn't like something. So Ottawa burns the timeout. They've got one left. Toronto still has 2. Now if you're wondering, for American viewers, in the CFL you get 2 timeouts period over the course of the game. That's it, only 2. Unlike the NFL where you get 3.5. Man, wouldn't that change the game a lot in the USA? Just say for example, you only get 3 timeouts period. I'd like to see how they cope with that. Probably speed the game up considerably and make it a little bit better. 2nd and 10. Toronto 48 once again setting up again. Single back. Back to pass. Drew Brown throws it. Finds a man. First down. Finds Dominique Grimes. This time he's going against Benji Franklin again, but this time Grimes won. You can see, good old Benji, he tried. Dominique Grimes is a damn good receiver. What do you want me to say? First and 10, Toronto 29. We're coming up to 90 seconds remaining. Drew Brown back to pass. Incomplete. But they're going to call PI on that. I don't know why they're going to call PI on that. I want to take a look at this again. Royce is really arguing here. How? They both have a right to go for the ball. Please don't challenge, though. Please don't challenge. Because it's just a challenge you're going to lose. Now in the red zone. First and 10 for Ottawa. Finds it on a screen. Doesn't get very far, though, on it. Good defensive stop there. Going to second down. Maybe got a yard on it. 71. Looks like 71 seconds remaining in the quarter. Yeah, that was a good stop there. Benji Franklin kind of redeeming himself there. Clock is running. 2nd and 9. Still in the red zone for Ottawa. All right, here we go. Field waggles. Back to pass, Drew Brown again. He's going for the end zone this time, and it is way overthrown. It'll be a 3rd down for Ottawa here with 36 seconds left. Michael Bishop would have been proud of that throw. That's how much of an overthrow it was. Taking a look at the replay here. Yeah, what were you thinking? There was no way Dominique Grimes was going to get away from that. And even then, if he did catch it, I don't think he would have stayed in bounds anyway. So back to the boot of Lewis Ward for a 20-yarder? You might as well just, giving him the points, but hang on, there's a flag here. Looks like whatever it was, they're going to decline that. Whatever it was, they're probably against Toronto, so they'll decline the penalty and just take the points. So as you can see, if you're watching on TSN, notice the October 19th game, Ottawa versus Toronto. That's going to be a 3 p.m. start. Breakfast tailgating. 1st and 10 for Toronto now. Chad Kelly back to pass. He's lobbing it deep, and oh, what a catch! What a catch! He's a little stunned. Oh, please get up. Get up. Thank you, Mackay. Mackay Polk with a big play to start this drive, and the Argos need that. And that'll end the first, and they're going to end the first quarter on that note. So it's looks like it's a 13-3 lead. Yeah, 13-3 lead at the end of the first. Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm just checking in on some things really quick. Yeah, 41-yard. So there we go. All right. Bathroom break. I'll be back. right. And oh my God. Oh my, did you? Those stats are horrible. Time of Ottawa dominating time of possession, and of course they're winning the turnover battle. But my God, that's ugh. More booze. This was a wow. That was Jason Pierre-Paul style catch against the helmet there. At least I think that's his name. No, that wasn't Pierre-Paul. No, who was it? I can't remember. All I know is that it was good. Oh, there we go. Another good play there to get close to a first down for Mackay. An ad for Michelob Ultra. I still have one in my fridge. I'll be probably digging into that later. See you at the 19th hole. No, you won't. You'll be seeing me in probably about the fourth quarter. So, Argos now in the double blue zone. Woo! 1st and 10 from the Ottawa 19-yard line. Jack Kelly back to pass. In trouble. Sacked on the play. Clean the forehand. It's the former Argo who did it. Cleon Lang. He's someone I think we shouldn't have. He's someone that we should have kept. He honestly is someone we should have kept. Could have been an anchor on that defense. Or at least we should have tried to keep him anyway. Either way, yeah. So that's going to be what, 3 maybe 4 yards on that sack? Okay, yeah, we get it, Cleon. Yeah, 2nd and long from the 22. Now out of the double blue zone. Kelly back to pass. Picked off again. And this does not look good at all. To the 40, the 30, the 20. Pick 6. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? To be fair, the receiver should have had that. I think the receiver should have had that. What the hell? What is going on? Extra point attempt is good. 20-3 early in the second quarter. The Argos once again digging themselves a very deep hole. See, Polk should have, I know he tried to one-hand grab it, but he should have had it. I am literally speechless right now. I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say right now. Now all my friends are trying to get a hold of me. Excuse me for 1 second. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's half of me thinks it's just bad luck, but I mean, realistically, like, come on, this is unreal. This is absolutely unreal. And we go to kickoff. Janarian Grant. And a little bit of gets up to the 34, let's say. Flag on the play upcoming, probably illegal block Toronto, and that's going to go back 10 yards. As I reload the beer gun. I might have to go get the starter stuff at this rate. Crack them open. $12.59 to go. 17-point hole once again. This is one of Chad. This is probably Chad Kelly's worst regular season game he's ever had. I think he should be talking to a sports psychologist at this rate. Yes, I think we need to see Cameron Dukes at this point because I hate to say it, this guy turned into McLeod Bethel Thompson overnight. Kai Polk gets to the 20. I mean, this is reminiscent of the East Final last year. The only difference is two pick sixes in the first half. Second down, back to pass, throws it, finds his man, finds Ungerer. They're going to give it to him. First down, Argos. I need a lot more of them if they're going to dig themselves out of this friggin' hole. I mean, this is something that I had said. Don't dig yourself into a hole early. Hoagie even said, don't dig yourself into a hole early. And what did you do? You said, you know what? No, I think we need a bigger shovel. Play clock running down. Chad Kelly, run pass option, finds, looks like Janarian Grant, and got absolutely nowhere on it. Second down and a mile coming. Back to pass again. Caught it, but that'll be a third down anyway. Getting a live report that the rain has turned into a drizzle. But anyway, third down. Aussie. Oi. John Haggerty back to punt. This time we got a good boot on that one. To the 30-yard line. Returned to about the 47 or 48. That was a stiff hit. Stiff shoulder right to the back there. We're in commercial. At this rate, I could probably pause the stream, go to the liquor store, get something much harder, because I have a feeling I'm gonna need it come the third, maybe fourth quarters. I honestly don't know what to say. There's something is rotten at the heart. Oh. All right, so 1st and 10 for Ottawa. And it's going to be a run, and ball popped loose and recovered by Ottawa. So it'll be a 2nd down and looks like 4 after the recovery. Oh, yeah, that would have... Oh, you got lucky there, son. You got very lucky. So 2nd down and 4 from 1 yard inside the midfield stripe. Back to pass, throws it, finds an open man. Shakes off a tackle, gets into Argo territory, 1st down. And Drew Brown took a bit of a whack, and they're now inside the Toronto 50. Big Flo gave him a good shot. 1st and 10 from the Toronto 50-yard line now for Ottawa. Field waggles. Stutter step. Back to pass. Drew Brown finds a man in zone coverage. And guess what? That's going straight in for the end zone for another touchdown. Well, if you're a Red Blacks fan, you're having one hell of a time. I sure as hell didn't expect this. I expected this to be much closer than it was, but I mean... Go to the store, make it a triple, what do you pick up? Well... Yeah, I'm with you there. I would dare say that right now this is probably the worst regular season game that they've played since, I'd say, 2018 or 2019. This is actually echoing right now the 28, this is echoing some of the stuff that we've seen in 2018 and 2019. So just to recap for everybody, Ottawa has a commanding lead, and we're not even halfway through the second yet. Yeah. The worst part is I'm starting to run out of beer. Ugh. I mean, hell, I could put some of my World of Tanks gameplay on the channel. It'd be better than what you're seeing right now. Oh, pardon me. That probably, yeah, you heard that. At this point, don't really care. Let's face it, this. Grant gets it. Grant gets it to the 35. And it's probably going back at least in 10 yards on this one. So it doesn't. Okay, so it doesn't go anywhere. It's offsetting fouls. I'll check. You know what? I'll check it on the. There's something that'll. Everything's just falling apart now on me. Well, it's just. All right, so let's see how we torpedo this one. Shad Kelly back to pass, and he gets sacked. Oh. Maybe I should put the U-boat gameplay on. Maybe that seems a lot better because I know in one of my saved games it was just before I got hit by a depth charge and the boat sank to the bottom of the Atlantic. It's similar to what you're seeing right now. And this is a Hail Mary. Coxie about a step behind on that. Third down. Just punt the ball. Give it back to Ottawa, and let's make it 34-3. I don't know. Should I do an upon sober review this week for this game because I'm just gonna end up drinking during it anyway. I won't be. Let's put it this way: I won't be sober when I do it. Haggerty nearly gets blocked there as he gets the ball away. Picked up at the. That's a no yards, so that's gonna go up another 15. Ouch. That looked. I never. You know what? I just. They're showing a replay of the Jalen Acklin injury. I never saw that before. That definitely looked like it hurt. Oh, there's Carmen Sandiego again. All right, first down for Ottawa. Sidearms it to wow. Argos forget how to tackle, and Laybourne gets close to a 1st down. First down. First down on the sneak. So, first down Ottawa again. In Argo territory again. Pass caught. Gets probably about 5 or so. Looks like 6 on that. 5 or 6, something like that. It'll be second down. Yeah, 6 yards. So, second and 4. So, second and 4. Jeez, I can. Ooh, incomplete. Looking for Dominique Grimes and Benji Franklin on him. I don't know. Now, I don't know if this is an indictment of the. I don't know if this is an indictment of our defense, or if this is, or if they're intentionally targeting him, or something along the lines. But it's very quickly like Dominique Grimes versus Benji Franklin. That's a battle I never thought I'd see, and that's going to be a rouge. What do you think, Janarian? Don't bother. It's 20. Well, this has just got interesting. I know what you're thinking. Take a look at the scoreline. Forbidden scoreline alert. It is 28-3. Those of you who know football know what 28-3 means. That's going to be a holding call. Those of you who know football know what 28-3 means. It means that Toronto's won this game. At least I hope, anyway. But we have a forbidden scoreline alert. Now, now if you don't know what I mean, those of you who don't know, I should have explained this. Those of you who don't know, it was during the Super Bowl. It was Atlanta versus New England. Atlanta had a 28-3 lead and absolutely blew it. I am absolutely hoping we're going to see that here. Anyway, so by the way, they ran a running play. Kadeem Carey got 7 yards, still second in a mile. Why do I have a feeling that Coach Dinwiddie's going to throw a chair at somebody at halftime here? I just have a feeling that's going to happen. We might not see somebody come back out. Anyway, back to Jack Kelly. Quick pass. Finds, looks like Sindani. But it'll still be third down. I don't think that's Sindani. Who's that? I don't know who that was. 17. Sorry, let me just go back to the depth chart really quick. Yeah, it's Sindani. Oh, I actually got it right. Huh, who'd have thought that? I sure didn't. So Argos to punt. It was a low snap. Hags gets it away. And there you go. Drops him at the 25. There you go. Cover team. Good job. Now, if only everybody else can. do a good job here. Like the defense getting, I don't know, a couple pick sixes. I'm sorry, Colin Farrell's too tall to be playing the Penguin. Yeah, I know. You go from quote unquote heartthrob to the Penguin. First down, max protect. Drew Brown on the screen. Finds Hardy. First down, Ottawa. I'm guessing it's the 3-minute warning now. So yeah, 3-minute warning. And it's 28-3, so it's a forbidden scoreline alert. Well, that makes things really interesting now, because I honestly hope that the forbidden scoreline comes true. Yeah, don't mind me. Don't talk amongst yourselves. It's 3-minute warning. I don't give. Yeah. At this point, it really doesn't matter anyway. Why is this thing? Why is my phone's weird? Okay. Ah. All right. Cool. All right. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so it looks like a holding call against Ottawa here. First and 20 now. No, I was actually looking in the LCBL locations to see which one's my closest one, just so I can get the harder stuff. So it's 1st and 20. Drew Brown back to pass, throws it, and wow, absolute sieve of a defense. First down, Ottawa. Wow. So first down, Ottawa. Midfield. Throws it on a screen. Barely catches it. Still got it, though. Another first down, Ottawa. Fuck's sakes. Back to pass again, Ottawa. Throws it, finds a man, and this time, okay. That time they were able to stop him. So, second down. Second down for Ottawa here. So, receivers waggle. Back to pass. It's Drew Brown again. Throws it. Incomplete. Thank God. Nearly intercepted. Could have been intercepted. But it'll be third down, and it would be, let's see, if they did go for, it'd be a 51-yard field goal attempt if they did want to make it 31-3. They could make it just 29-3. At least, well, they are getting to him. They're just getting to him too late. And the fact, yeah, Lewis Ward back for the field goal. Yeah, this 51-yard attempt here for him. Kick is up, and yeah, that's perfect. 31-3 lead. I know they say no lead is safe in this league, but you're down 4 scores with a minute 19 to go in the second. And there's no sign of this team letting up. Chad Kelly back to pass. Throws it. Finds a man. Griffin and Tommy Neal getting into it a little bit. But Tommy Neal got the first down. No offense, but no offense at this point, but I'd be taking a chair to his eye, chair to his head to try and straighten that lazy eye out. Second and first down. Gets close to another first for Tommy Neal. Well, he's 2nd and 1 here. 2nd and 2, okay. Clock running. Back to pass. Finds, looks like Tommy found Unger, or this time gets a first down. Starting to make something happen here. It's about fucking time. On the hurry up now. Chad Kelly back to pass. 1st and 10, and he gets sacked. Three sacks to no sacks. Second down, back to pass, sacked again. I would say well, it looks like they rushed. Okay, they brought the house, but still, like, come on. All one-way traffic. Haggerty with a bomb out to their goal line. Stays out of their end zone though, so that won't be a safety. Yeah, you better be hitting them books pretty hard there, Chad, because you're not playing good. from the Ottawa 3-yard line. I have a feeling they're just gonna do one running play and then take a knee. That's what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna do one running play, take a knee, and go into the halftime with a massive friggin' lead. That's what I think they're gonna do here. So it's first down, single back. There's the run. Get some breathing room. Well, actually, hang on. They just showed Chad. Chad, right now you are about as useful as a tits on a bull. Now the TSN graphics crew is glitching out. 2nd and 8 from the Ottawa 5. They have to run at least one more play here. They can't exactly go. Well, they could take a knee now. They could take a knee now if they wanted to. There it is, 2 side. They just let the clock run down, and that'll do it. End of the half. And for the first time, I think, well, ever, when it comes to these two teams, the Ottawa is utterly dominating. They've thrown the Argos in the locker. They've already given them an atomic wedgie. They've thrown them in the locker now. So they're just waiting for them to come out just so they can give them a wet willy and kick them in the ass and send them on their way. All right. It's halftime. Oop. Ah. All right. Sorry if I don't seem as entertaining this week, but I mean, when your team is down 31-3 at halftime, you're just feeling dead inside right now. Anyway, so okay, I'm gonna take a break, and yeah, I'm gonna take a break here, go to the bathroom, get more booze. Stay tuned. I'll be back at the start of the third. right. Gotten some of the anger out of my system. Did it just by watching cat videos. Anyway, we're just about to get started here for the third. Oh, this is a situation needs to get unfucked right now. Hang on. So we got a comment here. Not sure how we manage to get worse every week, but coming up this flat for another big game tells you what kind of team we have, unfortunately. Well, this is where we need to this is where we need to step it up. This is the time where you need to step it up. I mean, you're 28 points down. Play for some pride at this point, but I mean, this is the CFL. No lead is safe. Let's go. Kick off. Kicking it to Ottawa. Picks it up at the 10. Starts running it back. Runs it back to about the 40-ish yard line. So, be quite honest, Ottawa could go and honestly they could probably walk. Let's face it, they could walk through this defense right now and not even worry about it. But let's see. Let's see if we have some. Let's see how much more we have. Let's see if this defense can finally step it up. First down. Back to pass, throws it, finds a man in the backfield, but doesn't get very far. So only got about 3 yards on that. So second down and 7. Found Laybourne, 2nd and 7. Well, like I said, I can tell you right now, like this sort of performance is echoing back to 2019 when we had Corey Chamberlain the hack. Oops. Did I just screw that up? I think I did. I needed to key. Okay, so I can't minimize that. All right. Second down and 7 for Ottawa. Gets it. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Finds a man. Turns him inside out, but still gets the first down regardless. Glad to see you're smiling, Benji, because none of us are. All right. First and 10 again. Going for a run this time and maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe second down and 10 probably. Maybe 2nd and 9, I don't know. Oh, 2nd and 10 according to TSN. All right, but they've been wrong before. Oh, pardon me. All right. Those of you just tuning in, Argo's in a 28-point hole. Shocker. Second down, back to pass, throws it, finds... Oh, almost picked off. Great finally, Tavares McFadden nearly gets a pick with that. Ten push-ups, Tavares, because you should have had that. Ottawa back to punt. Richard Leone boots it. Looking for Janarian Grant. Gets to the 30, the 35, the 40. Gets tied up and taken down about the 43, 44-yard line. Half decent return there, and kind of needed that, but now comes the big question. What does this offense do? The defense was finally able to get a stop, but now can the offense do something? I think at this point with every drive, anything less than a touchdown is a failure. You're down, but you're effectively down 4 scores here. So Field goals aren't going to cut it, boys. Been doing this for, according to the clock, I've been doing this for about over 2 hours now. Huh. I just realized that my software actually has a clock on it, telling you how long I've been online for. Cool. So, yeah, so we're in commercial right now. I've got another beer lined up, so, because this is just about empty. Getting very close. But yeah, like I said, like if this is the team that shows up at the East semifinal, it's going to be one of those things where I'm basically going to be, upon sober review, East semifinal, and then I'll just go straight to Grey Cup. Yeah, so if you want to actually watch a half-decent football game, you can go ahead and watch a Banjo Bowl, because I'm sure it's going to be a hell of a lot more entertaining than this. But hello, we got a play here. Oh, that's half-decent, so it gets Nick. David Unger getting 9 yards on that pass play. It'll be second down. But yeah, if you want to watch something that's going to be a hell of a lot more entertaining than what you're seeing, tune into your local CTV affiliate, and you can catch Saskatchewan at Winnipeg. Second down. Second down and 1, and the Argos are going to get that first down. Shouldn't be close. It should be a first down. I don't know what Ungerer was thinking. Was he thinking maybe he was going to go for a pass 2 on that? And then realizing what was going on? First down for the Argos. 1st and 10 at midfield, at the midfield stripe. Chad Kelly back to pass. Finds Sindani. Gains a yard, if that. 2nd and 9. Upcoming. Like I said, at this point, you need to get 7 points every single drive. There is no ambiguity to that. So you're in Ottawa territory now, but you got to make something of this. Make the most of your chances, guys. All right, empty backfield, back to pass. Chad Kelly in trouble. Legs it out, pump fake, still looking, pumps again, finds a man, first down, and then some. Gets to inside the 30. It is Kadeem Carey. Now, can we keep going? Keep it going, lads. Keep it going. 1st and 10. Kelly, run pass option, finds Richie Sindani. Sindani again finds or gets a first down and forced out of bounds. There you go. Argos starting to row. They're starting to row. Gotta keep it going. All right, 1st and 10 inside the double blue zone. 1st and 10, Chad Kelly back to pass over the middle, finds a man, gets close. Touchdown, Tommy Neild. There you go. It's about fucking time. There's some of my boys. I see General Longboat in there too. So yeah, Tommy Neild trucks the defender to get in the end zone. There you go. Good job. Remember when I said 28-3 is a forbidden scoreline? Get ready. Liram Hairolahu out for the extra point. Kick is up. Yeah, it's picture perfect. It's good. 31-10. Toronto lead. But I think I gotta play a certain thing for you guys here. Just think you know where I'm going for. Let's fast forward a little bit. Not too far.
Until they reach the top, pull together till the gray cups fly. Go Argos, go, go, go.
And that's all you're getting. That is all you're getting right now. So now we just gotta get back. Thankfully, we're still in commercial. Got a long way to go before I end up playing the full song. But that is a good start. Reload the beer gun. We're now switching to Rodney Dangerfield's favorite beer. Crack open those cold ones. Still, I love the fact that Tommy Neal was able to truck the defender, get to the end zone. Boom! Just laid the boom on him, and bang! Just blows through a die to get to the end zone. But Coach looking awfully animated. Oh, hey Travis, I see you over there, bud. Kickoff, and Ottawa takes it from their own, roughly the 12 or 13. Gets to the 40. Got a long way to go, though. Still got to get 3 more touchdowns. But like I said, if they can end every drive going forward with a touchdown, I think we've got a shot here, lads. If not, I'll probably... we'll see. Anyway, first and 10 for the Ottawa REDBLACKS here from the 39-yard line. Back to pass, 4-man rush for the Argos. Finds a man, has to go backwards. Argos can't tackle. Fumble! But recovered by Ottawa, and it's going to be a first down. Fuck! Come on! If it wasn't for bad luck, they'd have no luck at all. I mean, he breaks 1. Argos forget how to tackle again. 4 tackle, but the 4th one, Benji Franklin pops the ball loose, forces the fumble. But Hardy right there to give a fresh set of downs to the REDBLACKS. Son of a... That's friggin' annoying. First and 10 again. Drew Brown back to pass. On the screen. Perfect. Finds a man. Finds a hole. Gets 9 yards. Second and short. Oh, that was so annoying. I'm still thinking about that last play. It was so friggin' annoying. This one was just as annoying. Second and very short for the... I mean, we all know how these things are going to go. We all know how these things go. It's second and extremely short. Yeah, they're going to get the first. Yeah, and they did. Pardon me. as if there was any doubt. First down, Ottawa. Pretty much now almost inside field goal range for what's his nuts. All right, from the Toronto 49-yard line. Ottawa again. Got the ball away quickly, but they still got 8 yards on it. Well, actually 9 yards on it. It'll be second down. Once again, our defense is starting to get leaky again. Dominique Grimes again. If you picked him, you got yourself a lot of points. If you picked the Ottawa defense, you got yourself a lot of points in fantasy too, you lucky bastards. A sack or a pick would be great here. Second down, empty back. Not quite an empty backfield. Finds first down, Ottawa. Not even going to bother describing it's a run. Get off his dick. Seriously. First and 10 from the Toronto 33 for Ottawa. Gives a run. And he's able to completely break through. And it's touchdown. Half of me just wants to. There's a very big growing part of me that wants to stop this right now. It really does. I mean, it's 30. It's going to be 38. So 38-10. Yeah, this lead is going to be safe now, because there's no way they're giving up 4 scores in 20 plus minutes of football. Kick is up and it's good. Yeah, so 38-10 for Ottawa. What the actual fuck is going on? You ever feel like you're dying inside sometimes? Yeah, I'm feeling that right now. This is some of the worst. This is probably the worst football I've seen out of this team in Well, in 5 years, if I'm being honest. This is some of the worst football I've seen. Now, if I remember, hang on, I just want to check something really quick, if you don't mind. Oh my God, we got BC next week. This team's going to be below 500 by the time we play Hamilton again. Yep. Oh, it's 3 o'clock. If you don't want me to switch over to the Banjo Bowl, I do have one piece of Riders gear if you want me to go and do something on that. I'm not a Bombers fan because I fucking hate them. So, 1st and 10, Chad Kelly launches it, finds nobody. Looking for Cokes, he couldn't find him. 2nd down. Like I said, I could switch over. I could switch over to the Banjo Bowl, and we could actually make it at least somewhat entertaining. But then again, I don't know the Riders as intimately as I do the Argos, so it's just going to be me being an absolute neutral watching them go at it. So, like I said, I can switch. Please? Be less painful than watching this fucking shit. Nearly picked off again, but somehow... Okay, we got lucky on that one. Chad Kelly threw the ball. It went through the hands of the defender and right into David Ungerer, but I don't know how this was not a pick. How was this not a pick? He's very... That is dangerous as fuck. But Toronto driving again. 1st down. Chad. Throw. Big play coming. Caught! Caught by Dave Ungerer the third again in the double. They're in the double blue zone. This team needs to start getting mad. They need to start playing mad. You just lost to your biggest rival. You forced Mike Hogan to give up the Ballard Cup because he was using it as a hat rack at this point. And now you're going up against Ottawa here, and you're getting fucking absolutely pantsed by this team. Get mad! 1st and goal from the Ottawa 8. Empty backfield. Swag looking. Chucks it to no one. 2nd down. 2nd and goal coming. Geez, I wonder how big that sawdust pile is over there. Over with the wood cookies, because I'm pretty sure it's pretty big right now. Second down upcoming. Shitty day in Ottawa. More ways than one. 2nd down. Chad. Looking for Deonta McMahon. Gets to the 5, and it'll be a 3rd and goal. Like I said, you can't, at this point, I know you're going to say, oh, take the points. Sorry, you cannot end drives on field goals at this point. You simply can't, and they are going for it. 3rd and goal from the Ottawa 5. Chad Kelly looking, double coverage, looking for the PI call. Isn't going to get it. Turnover on downs. Looked like he tried to sell a PI there, but it didn't quite go. This didn't go his way that time. Ugh. As we're in commercial break, as I slip deeper into the drinking trousers, oh, half of me wants to switch to college football. Anyone want to watch my trash SEC team get absolutely hammered? Yeah, because I support Kentucky, and mainly because I got family that lives like 20 minutes away from the campus. They're taking on South Carolina. They're going to get their asses kicked. I'm not going to lie. As we come back to the game. Actually, I'm kind of curious as to what about U Sports? How are they doing? If that was Chad Kelly from last year, he would have made that play. So Ottawa's on their own 5. So I'm just curious about. So we'll get. You know what? We'll come back to this. We'll come back to that in a second. So, first down for Ottawa. They get the ball away and gain about 8 or 9 yards on that. It'll be second down. Second and short. Next commercial break, I'll check out the U Sports scores if you guys. I don't know if you guys are interested, but I'm going to be interested. Anything to take my mind off of this fucking shit. I don't care. This is just utter trash football. 2nd and 1 for Ottawa now on their own 14. Bringing the heat, and they get stopped here. They get stopped behind the line. It's going to be 3rd down. An injured Red Black on the field. Oh, that doesn't look very good. Whatever happened to John Gott? I missed it. He had a. I know he only had like one real moment of fame, but and then of course the CFL decided to be all like, oh, you can't go in the stands and grab a beer. Screw that. Let him do it. Looks like he's limping a little bit as he's coming off the field. And they are going to punt. Janarian Grant at midfield. Richie Leone is going to punt from his own goal line. So, to Janarian Grant. He's got to do something here. And takes a high hit and is dropped back behind the midfield. Around the Toronto 51 or 52 yard line. So, that's where the Argos are going to take over. I find it funny. Last week, or not last week, but last game, Janarian had his dreads tied up because everyone. I think he must have learned that, hey, maybe people shouldn't be grabbing him, so he had him tied up. This week he doesn't have him tied up, so I don't know what. Maybe he doesn't think Ottawa's going to grab at the dreads to take him down. Chad Kelly once again throwing a big deep shot, and he's got no, and he does not have. I thought he had him. Looking for, I believe that's Tommy Neild. No, that's not Tommy Neild. Sorry. Oh, it was Tommy Neild. Sorry, my bad. I thought I had it wrong. Turns out I was right. But he almost had it too if it wasn't for those meddling kids. Second down. Yeah. Back to pass. Little sidearm shuffle. Gets the first down. Kadeem Carey. Once again, 1st and 10. Finds Deontay McMahon and gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gains a yard or two. Maybe second down upcoming. But that'll be the end. I believe that's the end of the third. And let's just presume right now they're going to go 6-6. Let's just presume right now that they are going to go 6-6 here. That they're going to drop to 500 for the first time in a long time that they've been at 500. Actually, one thing I'm kind of curious about. Don't mind me. I'm going to get away from the game tracker here really just for a second. As we take a look quickly at the Banjo Bowl, looks like they're still going through the pregame ceremonies. Yeah, so they're still going through the pregame ceremonies at the Banjo Bowl. Okay, so, oh yeah, that's what I was going to look up. So, let's take a look at youth sports here. I like to say it, this website's, the way they've redone this website's actually a lot better. Schedule. Okay, so as we take a look at the scores for this weekend anyway. Okay, so as we take a look at the games happening today, we still got 3 games to happen later. But as we take a look, yeah, so Acadia St. FX leads 19-14. Henoch will be happy. St. Mary's and Mount Allison should be getting underway shortly. Ottawa's beating Waterloo with 16-3. Ha ha ha! And Laurier, a school that's just down the road from me, is leading Guelph by 9 at the start of the 4th. York game still to come in the OUA. York and Queens, Carleton and Western, Toronto and McMaster, and then out in RSEQ, Montreal and Laval. So those are your U Sports scores. As I'm completely not even paying attention to the game at this point, the Argos somehow got to the Ottawa 23-yard line. And looks like they're going to be procedure. Yeah. I turned back in time just to see a procedure call. Thanks, nice. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Isaiah. Dick. Needs to get some points here, boys. Chad Kelly back to pass. Going, bombing it out again, and it's going to be incomplete and out of bounds anyway. Now there is a question. What is this going? Is this half of me's thinking this is Chad, but the other half of me is thinking this is the receiver's fault. Because he's got. Nah, I don't think he was going to get it anyway, to be honest. Oh, he had it, but he was going out of bounds anyway. It wouldn't have counted anyway. 2nd and 10 from the Ottawa 28-yard line. Like I said, touchdowns are a requirement now, and he throws it away. Concentrating on Tommy Neal at this point. I mean, it's kind of hard to see, kind of hard to play when you don't have Tavares Daniels in the lineup. He's not even looking to coaxy right now. Hi, Gingy. I can see your luscious locks in the background. And Liram Hirelaw, who's going to come out and at least put us in the teens, kick us up, and it's good. 38-13. Really? Against Ottawa? I think so far this is the worst loss we've had to the Red Blacks up to this point in this iteration's life. Oh, there goes Gingy going to the pisser again. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like. Don't mind me. I'm just talking to my friends for a second. But yeah, first down. But yeah, just to let you know, so yeah, Jamal Morrow in the game, and he gets a couple yards, so it'll be for 2nd down. Second down and 9. Throws it, finds a man. He's short of the first, though. But he's far enough. Short of the first, but he's far enough. Third and 1. Offside Toronto, probably. It always is. Of course. So the play didn't count. It would have been an easy first down for Ottawa, and it probably still is an easy first down to Ottawa. The look in Coach's eyes right now tells me that he is going to kill somebody upon the end of the game. He is absolutely going to kill somebody. Oh, for God's sake, refs, get with it. And first down. As if there was any doubt. Nah, they didn't get the stop. What do you want about? They never get the stop. Are they going to call for a measurement here? They might. The Argos are arguing here, saying that it's not. This is actually kind of funny. Oh, yeah, it's over the stripe now. That ball's over the stripe now. Come on, dude. Did they adjust the spot? Because it didn't look like that before. Whoa! Argos get a big stop here. Now, for the love of God, guys, do something with it. We need... For the love of God, guys, do something with it. Checking back into U Sports. This goes to show you how much I'm interested in the game now. Oh, York and Queens have kicked off, and as if there was any doubt with this one. Come on, guys. As if there was any doubt. York should lose to Queens by 100. All right, bathroom break. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. So we got the Argos on the 50, on the Ottawa 50. Quick out, and nearly picked off twice over. Fuck's sakes. This is getting very fucking annoying, I'm not gonna lie. This is getting very, very annoying. All right, so a quick look at the Banjo Bowl. It's 3-0 for Winnipeg. Back to pass, Chad Kelly He's looking, and he dumped it away, but way short of the first down marker. It'll be third down upcoming. I just realized something. Hang on, I gotta reload this. Oh, hang on, we got a flag coming here. We have got a flag coming here. But I'm gonna call this, might be a pass interference call. Yep. Yep. Spot of the foul, first down for defensive pass interference. Please, Bob, you've got a massive lead on us. You don't need any more. Oh yeah, you could. Yeah, that is totally PI. You can't do that. So a fresh set of downs. Ottawa 34-yard line. Back to pass. Throws it. Finds Ungerer, and he gets first down and then some. Inside the double blue zone. Need a lot more of that, boys. An awful lot more of that. For some weird reason, the screen here hasn't been updated in some time. Chad Kelly back to pass, finds DeMonte Coxey. He's able to break 2 tackles, breaks 3, touchdown! DeMonte Coxey with a great second, third, and fourth effort to get into the end zone. 10:39 to go. Still got some ways to go, but I mean, hi Josh. Haven't seen you in a while, bud. 1, 2, 3, 4, touchdown. Breaks 4. Ottawa forgets how to tackle here in this case, and Toronto going for 2. They kind of have to here. So Toronto going for 2. Chad Kelly up the middle, perfect. Picture perfect. So they take it down. Time. Time. Hold together.
Fight the foe. Scoring touchdowns for the blue on blue. The Argonauts will win for you. Full of fight and courage, you can't stop. They pile up the points until they reach the top. Pull together till the Grey Cups won. Go Argos, go, go, go.
Yeah, that's all you're getting. 38-21. And oddly enough, the CFL website still says we got 10 points. So, 38-21. So that's what? That's a 17-point lead? Defense needs to step it up huge now. Like, we're talking like they need like a pick 6 or a scoop and score here. Sacks aren't going to do it. They need like a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Straight up. And then the offense, when they get the ball, they need to be very economical with it. But still, DeMonte Coxey with a nice Love the second effort here. Look at that. Breaks one tackle. Breaks two. Slips. Breaks three. Breaks four. Touchdown. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And we're underway again. 10:24 to go in the fourth. Uh-oh. Breaks through, gets to midfield. That's the midfield, and Morrow is a little. Oh, he's got a little bit of hammy issue now on that. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ottawa in and around midfield. It's actually kind of sunny out where I live right now. I'm not gonna lie. So 1st and 10 from their own 49. Jamal Morrow looking a little worse for wear after that. Toronto defense needs to step it up here. And I mean they really need to. Back to pass. Finds. Did he get that? Looks like he did. From the camera angle, it looks like he didn't from here. Brown throws it up. Okay, that was actually pretty nice. Ooh. No, it's not worth the challenge. So, 1st and 10 for Ottawa again. Brown gets it off quickly. Finds Laybourne, and he gets maybe 4 or 5 yards on that. So it'll be 2nd down. Oh, he only got 3. I thought he got 4 on that at least. So 2nd and 7. Still inside the Toronto territory. Still within Lewis Ward's range. Like I said, defense needs to step it up here. Need a pick, strip, something. 5-man rush, and they get it off, and very quickly, and he gets out inside the 20. Dominic Rhymes gets it out inside the 20. It'll be a 1st down for Ottawa in the red zone. So now he's well within field goal range. So once again, the Argos defensive line just isn't getting any pressure on the quarterback at all. None. Zero, zilch. And I know Flo is better than that. I know Jake Serezna is better than that. First and 10 again. Brown throwing it to the end zone. Incomplete. Benji Franklin. Could have picked it off, though. Oh, Franklin had perfect positioning there on that. Just slipped out of him, too. That is lucky he didn't get picked off there. Unfortunately, it's unlucky for us because we could have used the pick. 2nd down from the 20. Once again, no pressure on the quarterback. Back to pass, and it's going to be taken down at the 17-yard line, so it'll be a 3rd down coming up for Ottawa, and more than likely it'll be a field goal to make it a 20-point game. Meanwhile, at the Banjo Bowl, it is 10-7 Winnipeg. Back to this game because looks like the stats crew decided to take off early as well because they must all be Toronto fans as well, and I don't blame them if they did. I wouldn't want to watch this bullshit either, but I said I would. 24-yard field goal attempt for Lewis Ward. Yeah, just put it through, bud. Just put it through. 20-point lead for the Ottawa REDBLACKS. Like I said, I think this is the worst, at this point, I believe this is the worst loss to this team, or at least to this incarnation of an Ottawa team ever, if not one of the worst. I'm just gonna double, I'm gonna. Give me a second. I'm just gonna double check to see if what I'm thinking is correct.
REDBLACKS, they have not had a lot of success here in TD Place over the last couple of years. Just 5-29 at home in the previous 4 seasons, but about to move to 6-0-1 if they hold on to this 20-point advantage in the fourth quarter. Why? Why? I mean, what is the reason that they have been so dominant here at home all of a sudden?
Well, I think it's about their season in general and what we talked about off the top.
Lefty comes in, makes the grab, pushed out of bounds.
Just the combination of both stability and depth that they've had at the quarterback position. But you think about how different the last couple of years might have been in Ottawa had Jeremiah Masoli not been injured 2 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Frankie Griffin finishes off the David Webb tackle there. But yeah, having Jeremiah Masoli injured obviously has changed the course of their last couple of seasons. But Drew Brown coming over, Jeremiah into the fray, Tyree Adams stepping out times, Dustin Crum filling in.
Yeah, well, you look, I mean, Crum, Masoli, and Brown have all sort of contributed points for the Ottawa REDBLACKS this season.
Done a good job of building the roster out around him. Bring Dominic Grimes
All
home,
right.
if you want to call it that, from where he was before after going to
All right, let's get back to this now.
Santos.
3rd and 2. I totally missed what the hell happened earlier, but 3rd and 2 now. I was just checking to see if this was the worst Argo loss, and as it stands right now, it actually is. This would be the worst loss in Toronto Argonauts in Toronto's history versus the REDBLACKS specifically, not. And he gets stood up, and yeah, of course he's gonna get turned. Of course it'll be a turnover on downs, you fucking idiots. You utter clowns. Ugh, this is so annoying. I think, yeah, right now I think the biggest loss that Toronto has been a 17-point loss back in 2016. And if you remember 2016, they also had a tie that year as well. So it's entirely possible. I think at this point it looks like everything's lining up for potentially an Ottawa Grey Cup win. I mean, I know Montreal's been dominant, but be quite honest, what sort of Eastern opposition has Ottawa had so far this year? They haven't had barely any. 2nd and 5 for them. 5 minutes to go in this. Just hurry up. Just hurry up and shoot me, please. Just fucking shoot me, somebody, please, because I can't watch this anymore. Drew Brown back to pass. Almost picked off on that one. Fraser Sopek, 3rd and 5 at the midfield stripe. Anyway, back to what I was looking for before. So yeah, so 2017.
With that drive, narrowing the Argonauts' opportunities. But we'll have an opportunity here with a good cover on Janarian Grant to at least force the Argos to go a long way to score.
Backwards spiraling move, drops down to Janarian Grant. They've done a good job of trying to contain him throughout the day. Tackles here. Marco Dubois almost had him. Ryan Cranston close as well. Janarian Grant continues to put good field position out there for the offense as week 14 of the CFL and TSN wraps up tonight. Stamps head to Edmonton to take on the Elks. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on TSN. The headliner of that one, obviously, Jake Mayer, benched.
Yeah, and this season.
Essentially, making a change. Jake Mayer over the last couple of years has been the only quarterback starting every game.
Behind only Garcia and Burris, I believe.
Consecutive start.
Yeah, so that'll be enough to that ball game. But Dylan Bonner gets the start in this one. Knocked away. Crusaders force a little defensive back as Elijah McGee took a run at it. And Mackay Pope able to get what should go down as a pass knockdown if you were a defensive back.
Yeah, I mean, McGee was fully in front of this one. Ball comes from behind him. Making a play on that ball.
And a challenge flag comes out. And what is Bob Dice looking for here?
Ottawa's challenging for offensive pass interference on the previous play. The play would be reviewed.
The rare offensive pass interference challenge, Glaze. This game has it all.
For Bob Dice, this is all about making a long
So,
at this stage, right?
so after doing some research, I noticed that if the scoreline holds, this is going to be the worst loss that Toronto has suffered to the Ottawa REDBLACKS in their franchise history. No offense, but I don't know about you, but this whole dual defensive coordinator thing, this is something that I was worried about. And I was told not to worry about it by certain people. And unfortunately, especially in the last few weeks, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm talking about. No, they're not challenging that quarterback at all. Whoa, hello. The get fucked. Like, this is... I'm just about to rage quit here, fellas. First and a mile. Here comes the sack. Okay, so 3-minute warning. Not that I really care anymore. Just taking a quick look at the standings here. You see this. This is a gap that's going to very quickly shrink, in my opinion. How Ottawa is this with this, I have no idea. But this right here is not good. And this is only going to grow. This right here also isn't good. I find it funny that the most that the Ottawa fans can do is just golf clap. I find that hilarious. Because if it were me, there'd be friggin' limbs going everywhere. Why are you throwing it, you dumb motherfucker? Just run it! Run it to the sideline! There was no need for that! Come on! Why the fuck are you... Why the... You had a clear running lane. Why didn't you just run it out? You could have just run it to the sideline and got the first down. Fucking idiot. Hang your fucking head in shame, you fucking asshole. Now watch. This is going to be a touchdown. First play. I'm calling it right now. First play touchdown. Oh, okay, maybe not. Well, okay, if they ran a pass, it would have been a touchdown. Yeah, at this point, I'm not even going to do an upon sober review for this game because there's no point. There is zero point in doing an upon sober review for this because this is the worst loss we've had to the Ottawa REDBLACKS ever. This is going to be The worst loss we've had this season, and probably the worst. Oh! Wait, what? Wait, what? What just happened here? Wait, what the hell just happened here? What? Hang on. As it should, as it probably is. That is a strip. So there's the catch. Yep. Yeah, that is a strip. Although probably the command center is going to say, fuck you, that's an incomplete pass. Okay. Play for some fucking pride, guys. I mean, 2 minute, let's put it this way. 2 minute drill, onside kick, 2 minute drill, onside kick, 2 minute drill, onside kick. You could do it. You could do it. Throws it deep. Incomplete. Got lucky there. Third and 10 from your own 3. What's going to stop them from fucking racking up more fucking points? You guys are lunatics. Third and 10 from your own, from the shadow of your own goalpost. You guys are lunatics. He actually got it. First down. Bob Dice, shut up. You guys have won this game. We're just playing for pride at this point. If we can get to the end zone here, it won't be the worst loss we've ever suffered to Ottawa since their Phoenix rose again. Okay. He's lobbing it deep again, and oh, he caught it. Wow. Oh, now you show up with a minute 18 to go in the fourth. Fuck's sakes. First down, get out of bounds. Holding Toronto. okay. Didn't even know what the hell the play what the penalty was. Looks like it's for Ottawa. Huh. All right. Okay, thank you, ref. Let's get on with it. Oh, come on. You needed to you need to have that ball. Danny boy. All I gotta say is thank God I'm not more popular than I am. Otherwise, people would be laughing at my pain right now. Yeah. 64 seconds left. Just hurry up and end it, for fuck's sakes. I need to get dinner in me. Oh, hello. First and goal. Dave Ungerer. So it looks like the computer system in Ottawa crashed. Because you're not... Throws it. Finds the end zone. It'll be a touchdown. It'll just for pride. DeMonte Coxey. But it doesn't really matter because, well, we've lost this game. Yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just checking something here. Two-point convert upcoming. Can we make it 41-29? Picked off in the end zone. Shocker. (41-27) lead. I don't think this is going to be the worst loss we've suffered now. Yeah, it won't be the worst loss we've suffered against Ottawa. But this is still not good. This is actually very, very ass. Yeah, where was that talk much earlier? Oh wait, hang on. Oh, there. Oh, it looks like they're catching up now. Oh, pardon me. That snuck out of me. Oh yeah, you can. I think so. I think that whoever was in charge of this finally woke up, because now all the plays are starting to come through. Oh my god, this friggin' team! I swear. Floop, 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 floop. This is just rolling over. Less than a minute to go. Onside kick attempt for Toronto here. Their ball goes up. And Ottawa's got it. So that's going to be what? If they run max, one running play and two kneel downs? If they get it. Not only that, this is the first time Ottawa's beaten Toronto in some time as well. So fair play to the Red Blacks. I'll give them that much. Because this is yet another. This has become a very disturbing trend of getting very deep holes and making some very deep holes and trying to dig out of them. And this time, well, each time they got burnt each time, but like this is the worst they've been burnt. So 42 seconds remain. So there's potential for a punt here. So they're just going to take a knee here. And that'll do it. So, final score. Ottawa 41, Toronto 27. And Argos dug a deep hole for themselves. So stand by. I'm going to do my instant reaction pretty much right now. So that's going to do it. The Ottawa REDBLACKS defeat the Toronto Argonauts. And this team is in a hell of a lot of trouble. There we go. Here we go. Ottawa 41, Toronto 27. Chad Kelly decided to be a fucking idiot and throw two pick sixes. Pretty much decided to echo his East Final performance back in 2023. Defense couldn't stop a damn thing. Offense did some things right, but not enough. This is the worst performance I've seen out of this Toronto team in quite some time. And it's not going to get any easier. They need to get a hell of a lot better than this if they're even thinking about challenging for a Grey Cup this year. But right now, I hate to say it, they need to be looking behind them, because if Hamilton goes on a run, we could be on the outside looking in a couple of short weeks. BC's up next. Expect a loss. Have fun. That's pretty much what I think of it. We got BC next week. We're going to get our asses handed to us. Straight up. So, just going to put this on and then... Ottawa 41, Toronto. And there we go. So the instant reaction is up. Folks, I'm not going to bother keeping you any longer than I have to be. I want to thank you all for joining in on this one. There's not much else I can say other than that. Thank you very much for joining me for this, even though this was as painful as I thought it was going to be. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, but this is pretty bad. They've got BC next week in BC. I'm expecting at least, if the line is any less than 14.5 points in favor of BC, I would still take, take BC straight up. Like, this is, like, they're going to utterly slaughter Toronto next week. So I'm expecting us to be below 500 by around 1:30 in the morning on next Friday night. So I might I'll probably do a live stream for that just so I can get drunk and just spout off bullshit on the internet. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thank you very much for joining me. I do appreciate every single one of you. Please like, comment, please throw a like, please throw a subscribe on this if you can. This is that's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much for joining me, folks. Have yourself try to have a fantastic evening. Go watch a Banjo Bowl. Go watch the Battle of Alberta later on tonight. I'm going to go get some fucking food. And that'll be it. Take care, everybody.